Hey, how's it going? I just got this randoms out of my head.
Old enough to count, old enough to mount? Question mark.
So basically, we're gonna do a little mashup of all the Hasan Piker threats he's made over the year. But personally, I want to get over the screenshot with Pokemon. Yes, right here. It's a very 30-year-old woman, by the way, single, no kids. But anyways, regarding her like wearing her ring, like this screenshot right here, like I'm like, damn, that's actually kind of smart, but at the same time, very pathetic because she knows for a fact that if she says, "Oh yeah, I'm married to someone," oh, half of her revenue is gonna be gone. She's in a relationship, all the tier 3s, now tier 1s, if none at all. Like, she knows what she's doing. Now, to be fair, if she isn't engaged and this is just her saying, "Oh yeah, I'm engaged to myself," you're mentally ill. Speaking of which, stalkers. Stalkers are fucking weird, man. But anyways, when she was talking about, "Oh, I miss when Twitch was about gaming and, streaming, not all about this drama," you were literally making drama regarding your stalker.
He's been stalking me for years, and he is obsessed with any guy I talk to, anyone I date, anyone he thinks I'm dating. I swear, if I post a photo with my dad and I don't say it's my dad, he's in that guy's DMs talking about me. It's crazy. Whatever. I think about my stalker, but particularly because I'm not in a relationship right now, I think he must be so bored. He has nothing to obsess over. I give his life meaning, and I'm giving none. This season of my life is not giving. And before someone's like, "Don't give him attention," it's been 6 fucking years. If you think not giving him attention would have worked, don't you think it would have worked by now?
Or just kind of flaunted the fact that, like, "Oh yeah, I'm not giving this person the attention they deserve," and it's like, why are you posting this? Just deal with the situation as it. It's fucking weirdo behavior. Like, it's like me saying, "Oh, there's a cockroach running around. I'm not gonna kill it. I'm gonna just like, let it do its thing. But if it crawls on me, I'm gonna let it do its thing. I'm not gonna give it the attention it deserves." But like, you know what I'm saying? Just a fucking weirdo behavior. Like, what would you like even flaunt about that? It's so fucking weird. Anyways, Hasan Piker. See, I'm not sure what the accurate number is, but I'm pretty sure Hasan Piker has broken the terms of service as of this year 45 times. Now, what are those 45 times, you may ask? Well, mind you, I'm just spitballing and speculating, but if I get these numbers right, you like and subscribe. I don't give a fuck about that. But anyways, I want to say he has, committed animal abuse regarding shocking his dog Kaya about 16 to 23 times, which is damn near half the fucking list, right? Politically advocated for violence against someone, as well as wishing the death of multiple content creators, specifically about Ethan Klein's wife, calling her, and I quote, "a valid military target," as well as advocating for the death of Rick Scott, I believe, as well as slander. Mind you, I believe he slanders every content creator, whether it be Asmongold, Ethan Klein, Tectone, like he, even XQC, surprisingly, and just actively says, "Oh yeah, there's Grape Tone, there's this, mother killer," and it's like, yo, what the fuck?
I would say that the overwhelming majority of collaborations were positive back in the day, and now the overwhelming majority of collaborations are forced upon people with drama and with like sometimes severe allegations being used as simple drama. And while people were clout chasing back then too, because that's just like a normal aspect of how these things work, the clout chasing was still controlled through this social mechanism, this social enforcement. Like, I do not think that there would be a rape tone style content creator back then, or if there was, I don't think that they would have had any, like, everyone should be like, "No, that's fucking bullshit." Like every content creator would in unison come out and be like, "Dude, you are fucking gross. Get the fuck out of here." Nowadays, there is like an environment for that. Nowadays, there's an audience for that. I think COVID played a role in this. It made it also, it made it so that, people make a lot more money now too. Yeah, it's become this weird, like, fucked up reality TV style situation. Twitch used to ban partners for harassing other partners. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I forgot. Twitch used to literally ban partners for harassing other partners. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that right now? Think about that. That would be like 90% of top content creators would be banned off the fucking platform if that was still in force to any degree.
Allah.
Who's that?
He's the leader of Hezbollah, the general secretary of Hezbollah.
What's Hezbollah?
Hezbollah
Is that small guy?
Hezbollah is this is the same name.
Okay.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization that is also a part of the Lebanese parliament.
Do we like them or no?
I think as a resistance group, they're pretty successful against Israel. But everybody hates them. Like everybody in the region, a lot of people don't like them. Like
I like what you like.
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say they're Shia. I am Sunni technically. Not that this sectarian distinction matters in this situation, but
I'm gonna be honest with Sam.
but they are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well, I mean, we also called Nelson Mandela a terrorist until 2008. Do you know who?
Like Twitch, aren't you gonna do something about
He's the
this?
leader
This
of
is some
Hezbollah, the general
sick,
secretary of
sadistic
Hezbollah.
behavior.
What's Hezbollah?
Hezbollah
that
is
small
They
guy?
prop him
Hezbollah
up as mentally
it's the
ill and
same name.
stupid people on the internet.
Hezbollah
prop him up
is a
as
paramilitary
this left
organization
savior, this
that is
face of the
also
left
a
saying, "Oh, he's the most
part of the
influential
Lebanese parliament."
political
Do
streamer,
you like them or no?
commentator in the U.S. with such a massive young audience."
I think as a
And it's
resistance
like,
group, they're pretty successful
you
against
advocate
Israel.
for the worst shit. 10 toes down
but
in my
everybody hates
fucking
them.
ass.
Everybody-
Americans to wake up. I want Americans to not have to fear about where their next meal is coming from or potentially taking on medical bankruptcy, which is an insane concept to begin with. So the notion of the American dream is completely lost. A lot of people feel entirely hopeless.
So what are the struggles that some like young generations in the United States are experiencing? I think many people in China would want to understand.
Affordability, lack of hope in general. Everything is very costly. Wages are relatively stagnant. There's no good jobs. Everything is so expensive. You go to college and you take on $100,000, sometimes $150,000 in student loan debts because college is not free, which is ridiculous. And then you have healthcare on the other side, God forbid. You take on $150,000 in debt to go to college. You can't get a job that is applicable to your degree. So you just take whatever job you can because now you have to pay those student loan debts. And then if you lose that job, you lose your health care. So there are very real fears on that front. And then also housing is incredibly costly in the country. Half of your wages are automatically going to your rent. And people just don't think, especially young people, don't believe that they will ever retire and certainly not retire at a reasonable age. And they will never be able to own a home. So the notion of the American dream is completely lost. A lot of people feel entirely hopeless.
Entirely hopeless.
Yes.
That's a pretty strong.
Oh, for sure. I think young people, like people my generation and younger, if you're under the age of 35, these are the pressures that you feel on a daily basis. And that's the reason why I always try to use China as an alternative, as an example, because I also want high-speed rail in America. I want Americans to not have to fear about where their next meal is coming from or potentially taking on medical bankruptcy, which is...
But to be fair, he does have good points regarding, economics to an extent. Now, personally, I believe college is a scam, in my general opinion. To me, I just really didn't feel myself going through education-wise, but I am currently now, which kind of is a walking contradiction. But at the same time, I understand that economical standpoint where it's like it is costly to live, it is costly to go to school, but at the same time, college itself is kind of a scam because you're paying thousands of dollars of loan and debt to not really learn what you're going to do. You're just learning about different issues and different topics to then having to get a job to then learn what to do. It's kind of counterintuitive unless you're going in for medical stuff or lawyers, but at the same time you portray yourself as a socialist but you don't commit to any of the programs or any of the stuff to help out with the young Americans out here who do need certain help and opportunities to succeed and thrive. Very counterintuitive, Mr. Hasan Baby Oil Piker. I don't know, there's like a counter on screen, let me know, I don't remember, but anyways, he's also admitted to going to brothels with children present overseas, being a literal passport, bro. Like, come on. And this is your face of the this is what the highest political streamer advocates for: standing with terrorists, saying Antifa's great, bringing his dog to an actual riot, and using a fake press badge to get information and to bring his dog. Like, what the hell? And has done this to his previous dog. Mind you, I didn't show the clip of him pulling his dog by the tail, which one you should never fucking do because that can damage your spine. But two, it's disgraceful. It's bad. He's also threatened his viewers about 10 times at this point, saying, "Oh, you're a pathetic piece of shit. You can go
get some
die
workouts in,
now."
man. You
Like,
eat
what
more
the
than
fuck?
Austin
Commenting on,
Pease.
like, this
Dude,
person just
I'm
said,
literally-
"Hey, you know,
alright,
you're
first
not in
of
the gym
all-
as much. You know, you should step up your
First of
physique."
all, dude,
Proceeds
never
to
do
say the
this,
most
okay?
outlandish.
Never
No, let
do
the clip play for
Just
itself.
never do
Oh
it.
my
You
god.
gotta get some workouts in, man. You eat more than Austin Pease. Dude, I'm literally all right. First of all, dude, never do this. Okay? Never do this. Just never do that. Okay? Fucking die if you're gonna do that. Okay? That's number one. Ridiculous. What a fucking way to start the day, boys. What a way to start the fucking day. Who the fuck do you think you are, bitch? Suck my fucking cock. Okay? Perish.
I understand, like, the somewhat joke of, like, "Oh, suck my dick, fucking asshole." But anyways, regarding that, like, Twitch will look at that towards him and be like, "Oh, he's clearly joking. He's messing around." But if someone like Tectone says that, they're like, "Oh yeah, permaban this fucker, this bald fucker for about 4 to 5 years." But here's talking about, like, wishing for Gila's death. Mind you, this is Ethan Klein's wife from the H3 podcast. Pretty good. I watched her clips from time to time. That's how I get some of my information. But no, just listen to this.
And every type of armed resistance against both the settlers and also the Israeli occupying force in the West Bank. Doesn't matter if it's your favorite podcasters like Wife that participate in these raids. The violence that the Palestinians engage in an act of resistance against this illegal occupying force is literally legal, definitionally legal. Okay? It's just a
Like, you can't ban this dude. Not to mention he's done this before, as well as his Orbiters, which you got Casey Tron, Denims, and like this other dude. I don't fucking know his name.
Hey, the guy who said it was on site at TwitchCon if he saw Destiny.
I dealt with kids like this all the time in high school.
What if I want the satisfaction?
As an adult, you have to at some point respond, but keeping it to say shit about character and not physically is great. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is on site, you know, we all have different ways that we react, you know? So
I'm not saying it's on site if I see Destiny at TwitchCon again. I'm just saying, you know, it probably wouldn't be on site. Honestly, I probably wouldn't notice him while I'm tripping over him because he's so fucking short.
Like him to come to TwitchCon and we'll see what happens. I have enough. I can afford all the lawyers.
It depends. It's not like the attacks against me are rooted in any type
This is the clip I was looking for.
Actual foundation.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone is terrified of this guy. I mean, look at his physique, dude. It's marvelous. It's magnificent.
Yeah, dude, he's got like easy 50 pounds on Destiny. What do you mean? Easy 50 pounds.
He's bloat maxing. He's doing a round bulk right now. I mean, I personally am scared. Like,
yeah,
this
dude,
guy
peak male fucking performance. What do you mean?
Doesn't even need a gun. Like, he comes up to you, it's over in one punch, dude. You should be terrified. I love when people are clearly out of shape basement dwellers who are extremely.
Which I like to say off the bat, I do not like
every
Destiny.
type of
He is a
armed
pedophile.
resistance
He is openly
against
stated. He
both the
finds
settlers
15-year-old
and also
girls
the
attractive.
Israeli
That's
occupying
fucking weird.
force
He
in
should
the
be
West
put in
Bank.
jail.
Doesn't matter
He's
if it's
known
your
for
favorite
having
podcasters
cheese
like
pizza,
Wife
child
that
porn
participate in
on
these
his
raids.
computer.
The
That's
violence
fucking weird. But the two people that are talking about, oh yeah, we should do something about this. If you want to make $100,000, here's an opportunity for you. Oh, if it was at TwitchCon, it would be on-site behavior. And the other guys supporting it saying, oh yeah, I agree with this. Yes, I agree with this, but I can't say it because I don't want to get banned. And it's like, the fuck's going on? Like, you can't moderate your platform. Not to mention, I made this video before regarding Frogan, where one Tectone called her fat and got 2-week ban, if not 1-week ban for doing so. But she can say, oh, veterans deserve PTSD. Like, what the fuck is that standard? And you have Dan fucking Clancy here saying, oh yeah, well, you know, we love our troops, but we always try to apply the TOS. It's really tricky. And it's like, no, it's fucking not. If someone says something hateful or something discriminatory to a protective group, which U.S. veterans are a protective group.
Hello, Dan. I've been streaming on Twitch for 9 years. I've been a partner for a long time. But another thing that I am is I'm a U.S. veteran, served in the Army, deployed to Afghanistan. Veterans are a protected group on Twitch. So I was just wondering, I've heard comments about the United States deserved 9/11, PTSD, veterans deserve that. When are we going to start holding other streamers accountable for stuff like that, regardless of social status?
Yeah. First of all, thank you for your service. Thank you for the question. Really appreciate what you've done and all that. And you use certain examples, and some of those examples led to enforcements, right? It's always a very tricky process, because part of what we need to do is have a set of community guidelines, and we do have a team that works very hard to consistently apply them. The views of individuals aren't necessarily the views of our platform. We're at a time where people sometimes can talk in hyperbole, right? Unfortunately, and this happens on all sides of the political spectrum. And so that's something that we have our guidelines. We apply them consistently. I understand you may disagree with some of those decisions, right? And I always say one of the nice things about Twitch is it's a platform where if you disagree with the views of somebody, it's not appearing in your feed, it's not appearing in what you're doing, it has nothing to do with your experience. And that's not necessarily true with short form content. Sure. There's all sorts of stuff that appears in my feed. And so part of this is trying to make sure you can find what is the right experience for you on Twitch, both as a streamer and also as a community.
Thank you for answering.
And the reason why I'm so adamant on getting these people banned is because, one, my dad's a veteran. I know people that are close to me that are veterans. His friends are veterans. And I'm like, all right, cool. I want them to have the same respect and decency, but you can't have that on a platform. You actively see Dan Clancy here saying, oh, it's tricky to moderate. Oh, we can't really moderate it that well. It's a bit tricky. No, it's fucking not. If you see somebody that is actively wishing death on another person, or discriminately saying, oh, this certain group of people deserve having such psychological trauma, you can go fuck yourself. And you deserve it. What the fuck, man? That's so... It really baffles my mind. But I'm gonna move past this because I don't want to go on a full tangent. I'm very, very passionate about, respecting our beautiful men and women that are serving this country, that have served this country. I'm very passionate in them protecting us. I am currently serving right now. I love this country. I really do. It's the greatest country in the whole world. There are some problems with it, but we have to come collectively together and say, hey, shit's wrong. We got to communicate. We can't, fight one another, even though it is super easy. But anyways, that's the video. Have a great and amazing day. I am currently streaming the final game of Metal Gear Solid Timeline. Catch me there at Kick, Twitch, YouTube. Maybe other than that, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the recent traction on my video. We almost had 1,000 views. Thank you so very much. Happy Thanksgiving. If you are with family, God bless you and your family. If you are not with family, God bless from me personally. Hope you have a great day. I'll be streaming later today. Feel free to stop by, say hello. We can play some games. You can watch me lose my mind in Metal Gear Solid 4. Like I said, this is going to be a fun day. Have a great day. Thank you so much once again.